I'm not lying to myself by saying I don't know if it's a classic yet.
The same way you know how I feel about this album? The same way I felt about Summer Walker's Over It.
That's okay.
Which
That's
is in fact
crazy
a classic.
company, but
How is that?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So longtime collaborators Drake and Party Next Door have reunited for their first ever full-length joint album titled Some Sexy Songs for You, which officially dropped on February 14th. The 21-track album showcases the duo's signature blend of sultry, R&B, and melodic rap, arriving at a time when both artists are riding career highs. Although Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show dominated recent music headlines, Drake keeps his focus on delivering chart-topping music with this highly anticipated project. Party Next Door, who's a key OVO sound signee, has long contributed to Drake's biggest hits, including Come and See Me and Loyal, making his joint album a natural extension of their past collaborations.
I'm not lying to myself by saying I don't know if it's a classic yet.
The same way you know how I feel about this album? The same way I felt about Summer Walker's Over It.
That's okay.
Which
That's
is in fact a
crazy
classic.
company, but
How is that crazy company?
because I think Over It is one of the few albums we've had that was like, this is an instant modern classic.
I feel like that about this. Has 21 tracks, and you could maybe you'll skip two, maybe you'll skip Meet Your Padre and
I do.
the joint with Ice Spice. Maybe. That's two tracks you skip out of 21 tracks. If this was two new artists, we never heard of them, and they dropped this project,
I'd say, wow, they sound like Drake and Party.
you would say that. You would say that, but would you not say the music is fucking crazy?
Of course, I think it's crazy, and I know what artists.
So that's all I'm saying. If you have 21 tracks on an album, and maybe I don't listen to two every time it comes on, to me, in 2025, you have a classic album.
Listen, that's subjective to everyone.
Oh, it's definitely subjective. I'm saying to me, it's a classic.
Nokia, which is an incredible song, is not the new Hotline Bling. And this is where we get into those A-lister convos where we start yelling because I think you guys don't put enough respect on real classic shit.
Do you understand why I said it's the new Hotline Bling?
Melody?
No. I'd
Okay,
like you to-
he dropped Hotline Bling.
Oh, I see, because of the Hotline Bling Nokia phone. I see what you're
No, but not only that. I feel like it was an easy. When you first heard it, it's kind of like, yo, what is he doing? That was, and not only that, he released Hotline Bling in the middle of a beef with Meek. He dropped it out on like a 2-pack with like two other songs.
It was Charged Up, Hotline Bling, and I forgot the third song. It was 3 of them. But everyone ran to Charged Up. And I remember coming to the pod the next day like
yo, y'all not paying attention to this Hotline Bling record.
That like drum remix shit is crazy.
It's currently number 3 on the top 100.
Okay.
Number 1 on US Apple Music. The video comes out Friday. This song is going to be number 1 on the Hot 100 Billboard next week.
Now I see what you're...
The Hot 100 just dropped and it's not in the top 10 for anyone.
Nokia?
Yeah.
It
I
entered
don't know
at one point.
It's number 1 on Apple Music right now. On US Apple Music.
I don't really know the stat shit like that. But okay, with context, I sort of see what you're saying as far as a song that was like, all right, and it grows on you very quickly of how catchy it is. I just don't like Hotline Bling. I think maybe only God's Plan you could really like compare to as far as what that song did for Drake.
What do you mean?
I don't think Nokia will ever see the numbers or impact that Hotline Bling had. I think God's Plan would be the only other song. But
God's Plan is his biggest song.
Hotline Bling was a anomaly. That was
insane.
Out of here. That was out of here. Even for Drake standards, it was out of here.
yeah. But well, I mean, I just like that you pissed everyone off. That's all.
Y'all gonna see. Just remember I said it.
You think it'll do the same numbers that Hotline Bling did?
I'm not.
I feel like it would already have to be on that trajectory.
I didn't say the same numbers. I said it's the new Hotline Bling.
Okay.
Meaning exactly what it did. It was dropped post or close to a beef. It was a record that when he first heard it was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Kind of was like it threw you off a little bit, and then it took off and was the biggest record out of the whole beef.
Man, I would have been so tight if I was Meek. Imagine back-to-back and Hotline Bling both playing. when you're in the middle of a battle, like, all right, man, you got.
This is all I'm saying.
You win.
This is all I'm saying.
I'm looking at Drake's most successful songs on
It's God's Plan, though,
Billboard.
Right? Or One Dance, maybe.
In My Feelings is up there too. For that songs that were number 1. He has a lot of songs that were number 1 for 10 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, so
we can't. I mean, his numbers is we can't get into that.
I'm just looking at which songs were number 1 for the longest amount of time, and I'm seeing In My Feelings, Hotline Bling, Yeah, there's a couple of them.
I saw a small part
One
of
Dance.
the timeline up in arms over, I guess, Party's reference for Ratchet Happy Birthday leaked, and everyone was in up in arms like, this is why we can't fuck with him. This is why he's not a real artist. I'm like, dog, that doesn't change a single thought in my mind if Party Next Door wrote Ratchet Happy Birthday.
Rory hates that song. That's what we're so talking much.
This is the song in question that we're gonna define if we could fuck with Drake or not.
Rory fucking hates that song, yo.
I think the Padre shit might be worse, but you know, that's the only.
You don't want to meet her Padre? That's your problem now.
God's plan was
what if I call
Drake's,
Padre?
God's Plan was Drake's longest running #1 song, and Hotline Bling actually never went #1.
Really?
The highest it went was #2. Yep.
Oh, what Taylor had that day?
And the song that lasted on the Billboard charts the longest was actually Going Bad, Meek Mill featuring Drake. It didn't go the highest, but it spent the longest amount of time on the charts.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
but I mean, you know,
Really?
if Maul thinks it's the one, if Maul thinks it's the one, it's possible. Listen, I went viral dancing to it, so I like the song.
Every girl likes that song. It's okay. That's why I said
boy.
enjoy the music. Like, it's good music. It's a good song. Like, people just acting like they don't like it because they know the beef shit. I get it, but it's like, okay, this is good music. Act like this is not Drake and Party. This is great music on the project.
I can understand somebody saying they might not like it at first and never going back to it, because hearing it the first time is something you gotta you gotta be a partier to really like understand why the song is good. Because if somebody who just listens to
or you just gotta have a certain taste level and like good music.
Not just because something is good to other people doesn't. You know, music is subjective. If somebody is somebody who just listens to, if somebody just listens to music like just in their headphones, they don't really like bump me. You know what I'm saying? Like that might not be the song for them, and I can understand.
Oh yeah, I mean we know that it's all subjective, but my thing is I'm just looking at 21 tracks from anybody. And if you can consistently a month later after that album is released and listen to at least 19 of those tracks consistently, it's a great fucking project. From any artist. I don't give a fuck who put it out. 21 tracks. It's hard for people to listen to 21 tracks consistently, is all I'm saying. A month later, the album is sounding better every time I hear it, and I already know what they're going to do when they perform it. Like, I already know what the arena is going to look like when they go on tour and start performing these records, and all the girls start posting videos about it. This shit is going to be everywhere. It's everywhere. I cannot open Instagram and not see a girl or a guy playing this song in a video. It's impossible. Maybe it's just my algorithm. I don't know. Maybe I just follow certain people, but every time somebody else open it, I'm like, you hear it. Somebody with their phone, TikTok, you hear one of the songs on the album. I'm like, okay, people are listening to this project.
I hear that. Did LinkedIn or like some company